If you love musicals, you're definitely going to want to see this. And if you hate musicals, you're going to want to suffer through it because it's good. Let's talk about it. So Wicked is a reimagining of the classic story we all know, we all love, The Wizard of Oz. Now this goes into the untold backstory of the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba and Glinda, the Good Witch. It's set in the magical land of Oz. Now the movie does delve into some complex friendships between the two witches. There's lots of themes of acceptance, ambition, social pressures, you name it, it's all in this movie. Through amazing visuals, wonderful songs, and great acting, Wicked delves into the untold story and kind of awkward friendship of these two main characters. And let's talk about those two main characters. Ariana Grande is a Grammy-winning pop artist, actress, entrepreneur. She came to fame with her role in Nickelodeon's Victorious before she launched a very successful and ongoing music career. Now, Ariana Grande stars as Glinda in this. She's the Good Witch, and her portrayal is of what we've come to know if you're familiar with how this plays out on stage or whatever. It's very bubbly, charismatic. She does showcase her amazing vocal talent and acting skills, and she does bring something fresh to this role. Now, Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia is a British actress, singer, and songwriter. She has a remarkable talent and versatility from stage, screen, music, you name it. She is from Stockwell, London. She was trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, and she first came to widespread acclaim for her role as Celie in the Broadway revival of The Color Purple. And she also received Academy Award nominations for her role as Harriet Tubman. Now let's talk about the director real quick. John M. Chu was born on November 2nd, 1979 in California. They're an American filmmaker, and they're renowned for his work in musical and dance genres. He's an alumnus of the USC School of Cinematic Arts, and he came to recognition pretty early on directing dance films like Step Up 2, Step Up 3D. He also showed off his versatility with projects like Justin Bieber, Never Say Never, G.I. Joe Retaliation, so on and so forth. Now let's get into some of the critical reviews of this before we get to my thoughts on it. Now, Vulture magazine had this to say. They said that many reviewers commend the film's vibrant visual effects and compelling performances of its leads, with some describing it as a musical masterpiece and a blast from start to finish. Now, however, Polygon had this to say. They said certain critics argued that the film's adherence to the stage production results in a lack of innovation, rendering it a mere replication rather than a uniquely cinematic experience. And on that note, let's talk about some of the drama that has surrounded this. So let's talk about Ariana and Ethan. So their relationship garnered significant public attention, like mid-2023. Now this is when reports of the romantic involvement kind of came about and whatnot. Now apparently, allegedly, they grew close while working on the set of Wicked, and this was taking off. Now they both already had stuff going on, like separations or marriage and whatnot, so this was kind of like a little bit of a scandalous thing, but nonetheless it's led to lots of speculation, lots of things like that. But more so than that was the drama that came from the interviews that the two leads were doing. So Ariana and Cynthia obviously went on like a press media tour, and literally these things went viral, okay? Like they would act so bizarre in some of them. Like Cynthia would be showing one emotion while Ariana did another one, or they would just start crying constantly, or they would just literally fall all over each other. It felt very odd, and literally just, it blew up on TikTok and the internet. I couldn't tell if they were doing it at a certain point because they knew it was getting attention, right? I mean, any attention's good attention, and that definitely garnered attention. Now, there's also the drama with Cynthia and the poster. So a fan basically went over the poster and did some things to it to like kind of correct or whatever, make it look more like the stage thing. And Cynthia put out a social media thing essentially coming after them, saying like, you know, how are you trying to erase me and this and the other, and so on and so forth. And this sparked a huge controversy online, and you know, people were divided about it, and at the end of the day, a lot of people were just like, it was just like fan art, right? Like somebody like doing this, like it's like, you know, calm down girl kind of a thing, right? But nonetheless, she felt the way she felt, and she said how she felt. So all that being said, did it make me put my phone down? Is it worth seeing? So this movie is super long, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Did it make me put my phone down? Basically, right? I took my mom over the holidays and we went and see it. And here's the thing, to me, it's like and when I say a slow burn, it just got better and better. I'm not a musical kind of a guy, but this Wicked, the stage production, is my favorite musical ever, and I will see it anytime it comes into town. It's that good. So I was looking at it from the viewpoint of how are they going to replicate this in that way, and I felt like they did a good job, but I also wasn't looking for the cinematic version of it, like some of the professional critics said and whatnot. So I wasn't looking for that. The music is catchy. You will find yourself going around, you're gonna be popular. I know, I did it better than Ariana. I know, okay, I know, I know. The set, beautiful. Oz, gorgeous. Cynthia and Ariana, amazing performances, both of them. Okay, absolutely. Cynthia's an amazing actress, and honestly, I was surprised by Ariana. I was like, oh, okay, like she did good. I mean, I know she can sing, right? But she did a really good performance. I was very like okay about it. So here's the thing. Now, it's still playing in some theaters around here. You know, this is one of those where big screen, great if you have it. If you are an Oz fan and you haven't seen the stage production and you haven't read the book is like way more darker, right? This still has those undertones, but you're going to want to see it. And if you're like, oh, Paul, I can't suffer through a musical, put it on the background, right? Be doing like whatever you like to do, your hobby, whatever, do that with this going on. The story part to it is so beautiful. Now, it does have all these things woven into it about friendship and whatnot. And to me, this is a story about friendship and overcoming differences, but also, and it gives me goosebumps, to see the trajectory of how we know the witches and the current, not the current, but the Wizard of Oz, right? The backstory of how they arrived was so creative, so beautifully done. It's what will keep me coming back to this movie over and over. It gets a slice, it gets a spice, it gets a dice. Go on, put your phone down, go on, see it right now, okay? That's my 2 takes on it, and let me know what your 2 takes are down in the comment section below. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be trying to upload in this channel like at least once a week now that the holidays are over and all that. So I'm going to try and do it Fridays. We're going to see if we can stick to that. At minimum 1 upload a week, because I love coming over here and talking about these movies and reading your comments on them. It's so much fun. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and until we gather around the big screen, the little screen, all the screens we watch all this stuff on, I'll see y'all soon.